25 laps for the fearless stars of the USAC Peewit Insurance National Midgets. They sprint off at turn 4. Tom Hansing gives them the green, and we are underway.
The Guts and Glory gang are underway, and they, of course, have to go many wide. Look at the back particularly.
Justin Grant to the early lead. Shelton falls into the clutches of Brady Bacon for second spot. The Macho Man in the middle of the track in second spot as they fan out off the fourth corner.
Holly trying to work the bottom. Now she switches her line. She falls into third. Grant still your leader, but for how long, Eric?
Here comes Courtney trying to get up on the tail end of Shelton's 67 car. They go to 3. Sunshine dives to the bottom side. Bacon looking for the lead on Grant off of turn 4.
Indeed. Brady Bacon was digging on the bottom. Now he goes. Is there any room up there on the high side?
Just enough, it appears. Grant sets sail up front. Whoa, spinner in the middle of the corner. Over in turns 3 and 4, it appears to be the 33 car at Chase Jones. And the caution is out. 2 laps in to the 25-lapper for the Midgets. Justin Grant going to pull the strings on him. We're going to come back to green. This time everybody sticks up high on the start.
Justin Grant brought him back a little bit slowly. He's going to use the high side. What are we going to get, Eric?
Well, we got Spencer Baston going for third to the bottom side of Tyler Courtney. Courtney back to third. Shelton closes on Baston. Now a new contender amongst those top 5, charging up on the bottom to the bottom side of Shelton. That's Kevin Thomas Jr. in the 63. Bacon challenging for the lead, peaking a group below Grant in 1.
Yeah, that's a good move there. Oh, there is Courtney right up behind the Macho Man. That was close sledding.
Bacon got tied up, and into second goes Courtney, setting sail for his teammate Grant, the leader. Basted up high with a rubber band stretched tight. Looking for third. Oh, Bacon shut the door on Baston.
And there's Holly Shelton digging hard on the bottom. Here comes Holly.
But how about Spencer Baston up the third spot? Consistently rolling way up there on the tippy top of the Speedway. But Grant out front. Good place to be. 6 scored, 19 to go.
Look at him now working at the bottom. We got one coming, Eric.
That's Brady Bacon up high in the open lane. Foot to the floor. Closing. Look at that 4-car shells game for second through 5th. Sliding off of turn 4. Baston takes second in the corner. At the whoa, Baston! Nasty wreck in turn 1 as he caught the wall, tumbling multiple times to the inside of the Speedway. Red flag, all stop. We'll bring him back to green with 9 complete and 16 to go. 2-1 they go. Courtney, the teammate, to the bottom of the leader, Grant. Courtney slides it into 1, takes the lead from Justin Grant. Grant points his arrow back to the bottom. They drag race to turn 3.
Yeah, Kevin Thomas made a great move to the middle. Now he's in a 3-way battle for that 3rd position. And there's Holly Shelton. But looks like KTJ's got it.
Grant back to the bottom of Courtney for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Slides it up the hill, but Courtney gets away. Up off the rim, and away goes Courtney. Kevin Thomas Jr. up to third of the 63. Don't look now, but he's on the way. 3 wide for third in turn 4. Seavey to fourth. He wants third, Pat.
Seavey, this is a dramatic turn of the championship and could perhaps seal it. A good run for him. Larry Reitzel award, perhaps, for Logan Seavey.
White flag, 1 to go for Tyler Courtney as he runs off into the night. Justin Grant in second. 3rd place battle and a 5th place battle to boot. It is Thomas leading for 3rd ahead of Seavey. It is Shelton racing Carrick for 5th spot. Your leader works 3 and 4. A runaway for Tyler Courtney in the midget main event here tonight. Justin Grant will come home in 2nd spot. 3rd place battle sliding one another in 3 and 4.
Here it comes, Eric. Who's it gonna be?
It'll be Logan Seavey in 3rd ahead of Kevin Thomas Jr. Tanner Carrick sneaks in the 5th spot in the 71.
Side by side, Tom Hansing, and we're racing.
Off they go into turn number 1, piling towards the high banks. Ballou up top, squeaks by Courtney. 3rd place side by side, it's Leary up around a window. Thomas and Grant battle for 5th. Leary sliding into 2nd at the bottom of Courtney.
Oh, that's a slide job, and there goes Courtney right across the bow window.
Boy, he didn't have much room to make that move. Look at Leary just plowing ahead of that 30 car. Courtney through a crack in the wall, up to 2nd.
Oh, hold on.
My Leary.
Hold on. Oh, it's a Danny Sullivan.
How about that? Robert Ballou on the gun quick. To green we go. 29 laps to go. Good start for the Madman. He takes him to turn 1. He and Courtney get away. Thomas and Wyndham going for third. Here comes Grant up high.
Yeah, and Kevin Thomas Jr. trying to make that low groove work and just couldn't quite find enough traction. But he's sticking with it. Look at that move, Eric.
For the lead, Courtney to the bottom of Baloo. Baloo back to the top side, takes it from Courtney. Courtney slides it into one, takes the lead back. He might have it. Tyler Courtney in the lead.
You might want to put your hands over your eyes and just peek a little because they're going to go at it, no question. Tyler Courtney's got the lead. Baloo, and there's Kevin Thomas Jr.
Here's Grant to the outside of Wyndham, looking for the fourth position. Baloo trying to keep a hold of second as Thomas gives him a shot. Here comes Brady Bacon to the 99 car, trying to push himself into the top five. Bacon peeks to the bottom of Grant, who closes to the back of Wyndham. That's 6th through 4th.
Eric, I'm just telling you, Tyler Courtney is flirting with him. He is getting so close to that fence. He's got to be careful.
Dickie Gaines started 16th. He is in 8th spot right now with the orange 44.
There's a gentleman who might be in line for the Larry Rice Award as the hard charger of this event.
Dickie Gaines has got a rocket strapped to his back as he heads down to turn 1. He's past Bacon. He's closing up on a 3-wide battle for 4th in front of him. Dickie Gaines is on a mission. Slow car in the front stretch. Jacob Wilson, flat right, rear the 07.
Boy, Dickie Gaines is thinking about going right down the middle. And maybe we'll pull it off here.
Downtown Dickie Gaines to the inside of Wyndham. Over in turns 1 and 2. He's in 6th. He wants 5th. Courtney takes him back to green, and Baloo's hot on his trail as they go to turn number 1, looking for the lead. Baloo slides to the bottom of Courtney. Courtney gets away. Grant is coming. Grant had to stomp on the brakes as Baloo slid up in front of him, and Thomas wants third.
Now, he thought that lane was there for a minute, did Justin Grant, and it closed in a hurry. So he has a slide job of his own to offer Robert Baloo.
Baloo slides Grant right back. Very close to 2 Californians battling for second spot. Grant the second. KT wants third. Here comes Wyndham in the 5, knocking on the door after. Whoa, Baloo off the wall. Spinning down the back stretch, and they're gonna avoid him. Whoa. And the caution is out. Has anybody behind him got anything to get to victory lane here tonight? Courtney quickly on it. Green flag up in the air. We're back racing. Courtney's going to take him into 1 on the bottom, slide it up the hill, defensively in front of Grant. Grant's got a head of steam, closing up for the lead spot. Wyndham wants 4th, working on Chapel down the back chute as they go to turn 3.
I tell you, Courtney has just flirted with that second turn wall. Oh, there's a big wibble there from Sunshine.
Courtney, Wiggle got close to the wall. Grant did the same. Here comes Thomas, looking to the bottom of Grant for second spot. Wyndham sneaks in a 4th spot, sneaking to the outside of Chapel.
That's just what he does. Meanwhile, Thomas seems to take the opinion, I'll let those knuckleheads work high. I'll stay right here.
C.J. Leary back through the field in the 30 to the outside of Dickie Gaines. He was in 22nd. Leary is back to 6th in the 30. He wants 5th spot on the outside of Chapel.
Man, he's got a rocket ship, does C.J. Leary, in that black number 30. And one of the early 4-Crown Nationals team kids who just bang the wall lap after lap. That's what Courtney's doing.
Wyndham 4th. 3-way battle for 4th. To 5th goes Leary to the inside of Wyndham for 4th. C.J. Leary. What an incredible charge. Back through the field. Up to 4th with 11 to go. 3 wide again for 4th.
And he's got an open lane if he can stay on the throttle and mash it right there. Here comes Leary. He's coming, Eric.
He's on the tail tank of Thomas. Chapel sends it back to the bottom of Leary. 10 laps to go for Courtney and Grant. They better pray for no yellow because Leary's on the way. Leary working over Thomas. Chapel right there, too. Thomas slides it up the hill in front of Leary. Leary's got to tag the brake a little bit. That opens the door for Chapel. 3 cars under a blanket for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
And up front, I can tell you this. Justin Grant's thinking 1 bobble, and I can get him. And right now, Courtney's been flawless.
Courtney almost caught that wall off of turn 2 like several have done tonight. Leary runs it up to 3rd off of turn 2. Gets past Thomas, although he's about a half lap behind the leaders. C.J. Leary up to 3rd. 8 to go.
Sometimes it's better to be the hunter than the hunted. And that's the situation now as they encounter traffic down the back straightaway.
Traffic can hurt the leader, but traffic can help the leader too, as it can keep that second place car behind you. Oh, Courtney bounces off the wall, and then Grant tries to slide him, but can't quite get there. 4 to go as they head to 1.
Yeah, Grant looked to go low, then thought the better of it, Might have cost him just a bit, but he reloads. Oh, and Grant gets the wall.
Grant found the wall, and the caution will come out. The caution is out. Here we go now. Tyler Courtney, C.J. Leary, Isaac Chappell, your top three. 4 laps left in the 4-crown feature for the USAC National Sprint Cars. Good start by Courtney, going green.
You hit it. That was a good on-the-button start for Tyler Courtney. Here's been his Bermuda Triangle. Bounces off just a bit. Chappell and Thomas, a good battle.
They battle. Leary trying to get to Courtney. Does he have enough to get there? Wyndham trying to get to that top 3. Almost 4 wide for second off the 4. Chappell looking for second off the 4th corner. Thomas splits the difference, slides up on Leary. Leary holds on, stays in second spot.
Unbelievable action there, and all of it behind has allowed Sunshine to get free.
He catches that top end of the groove, the cushion, the wall over the middle of 3 and 4, but keeps it righted, points it back straight. 28 scored, 2 to go. 3 wide, battle behind him for second. Into third goes Chappell, behind Leary in second, coming to the white flag.
It's easy to say that Sunshine just doesn't have to make an error, but an error would be so easy to make, even with 1 lap to go. Like that.
He bounces off the wall, Pat, but he's got a big cushion. He could almost pedal it in from here. Sparks fly from the wall again as Courtney hits 2, but he's sailing away into 3 and 4. Back-to-back wins in one night. It's going to be Tyler Courtney again at 4-crown.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at Eldora Speedway, it's showtime! Brock Zierfoss starts out to the early lead as Cole Duncan goes high. We're side by side for the lead in turn number 2. Parker Price Miller working the inside of the racetrack. A pair of cars darting down the backstretch, battling for the lead here at Eldora. Zierfoss goes high but drops the nose and drops the hammer as PPM slides up the track. Parker Price Miller will lead lap number 1. Parker Price Miller leads lap number 1, and now Zierfoss has company because Cole Duncan shot into the second spot. Moved the 12 and into second. Carson Macedo into the 4th spot with Aaron Reitzel trying to rope him in as Paul May takes the 4th spot from Macedo. May and Macedo battling for 4th as Aaron Reitzel starts to close in on there as the battle for the lead starting to develop down the backstretch. Trying to go 3 wide for 4th. Look at Aaron Reitzel hanging it all out and move the 87 to 4th. Aaron Reitzel takes 4th as he plants that Hoosier tire on the concrete fence and now sets its sights on Brock Zierfoss as Parker Price Miller continues to lead the way. Keep an eye on Travis Philo catfishing around the bottom. He'll go side by side for the 4th spot as Reitzel starts to tighten his grips on Cole Duncan. Here comes Philo, big slider by the 71 at Gio Selzy. Selzy into the 6th spot. He and Brady Bacon nearly making contact back through the pack, trying to make it a 3-car battle for the 6th spot in turns 3 and 4. Battle for second off of turn number 4. Aaron Reitzel, bump him up to second. Aaron Reitzel, 8 times an All-Star winner this year. All-Star Circuit of Champions points leader on the hunt now. Reitzel puts the 71P of Parker Price Miller in his scopes and goes to work. Meanwhile, Cole Duncan staying right there with the 87 car, not throwing the towel in. Battle for that second spot and a battle for 4th. Here, oh, we got one into the wall. Corey Eliason hard into the wall in turn number 1. Parker Price Miller takes him high, brings him low, back to green. Great start for the law firm Parker Price Miller. Here comes Reitzel though. Reitzel to the middle. Will he slide up the track? No, he keeps it glued to the middle and now goes back after PPM. Battle for 3rd down the backstretch. Travis Philo looking to make a move for 3rd as we've got a race for the lead in turn 4. Reitzel's right there, give 3rd to Philo. Reitzel looks to the inside, big slider coming for the lead in turn number 2. Give the lead to Aaron Reitzel. PPM has to stuff the binders off of turn number 2, not to get in the back of the 87. Racing for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, Aaron Reitzel will lead lap number 12, but Parker Price Miller's right there. Reitzel slides himself in turn number 1. That was a big move because Parker Price Miller was right there ready to throw a slider at Reitzel. Gio Selzy into the 4th spot. Right now, Travis Philo runs in 3rd, Parker Price Miller 2nd, and Aaron Reitzel brings us to lap number 13. Aaron Reitzel starts to pull away from the field as now a battle for 3rd starts to make a move in turn number 2. Move Gio Selzy to 3rd. Giovanni Selzy looking for his best career finish with the All-Stars. Had a 3rd place run at Wayne County a month ago. If he can get into 2nd, that would be his best career All-Star finish. Meanwhile, Parker Price Miller, yellow for the 4 of Brock Zierfoss. Zierfoss was running in 7th. Looks like a left rear. and starts to pull away. Reitzel brings us back to green. Keep an eye on Travis Philo and Gio Selzy. Bottom starting to come in. Brady Bacon moving through the field. Three-car battle for fourth down the backstretch. Philo and Duncan side by side for fourth, and here comes Bacon lurking through the middle. Brady Bacon trying to work the middle as now the teammates battle for second in turns 1 and 2. Gio Selzy looking into the inside of Parker Price Miller. Down the backstretch, PPM holds him off by 3. Car links into turn 3 and 4. Selzy works the bottom. Parker Price Miller up on the fence. Battle for second off of turn number 4. Give it to Parker Price Miller by 0.2 of a second. Now Selzy once again lurks to the inside. Off at turn number 2, they were side by side. Parker darts to the early advantage. Keep in mind, Aaron Reitzel loving this race for the second spot as this is enabling him to pull away with 10 to go. This time by 25 in the books and 2 to go for Aaron Reitzel. Reitzel takes a different line through lap traffic. Parker Price Miller might be able to close here down the backstretch. Reitzel keeps him steady with a car. A lap car between the two, goes to the high side. PPM comes to the middle, this time by. White flag will fly. 1 to go for Aaron Reitzel, looking for his first career 410 victory here at the Big E. Down the backstretch for the final time. What a season it's been for the Baughman-Reitzel Motorsports team. They formed in late December, chasing an All-Star Championship off at turn number 4 for the 9th time of the year. Aaron Reitzel wins with the All-Stars.
It's not quite a sprint, Eric, but darn close, and here we come. Green flag is out.
50 laps, 25 miles, the season ender for the USAC Silver Crown Champ Car Series. Up and away here at the Big E. Shane Cottle, your pole sitter, and Jerry Coons Jr. wing to wing as they go down the backstretch, so to speak, in fighter plane formation. Slipping into third spot on the outside, it's Wyndham. Up high, giving it a go. Courtney up top trying to get that 97 car going with Leary to his inside. Cody Swanson in fourth spot in the 63.
Yeah, Cody Swanson has gone forward just a bit in that familiar white number 63. Bob Hampshire prepared car, and he's running nicely on the bottom.
Cottle, the early leader. Courtney was up high, dove to the bottom, trying to take the spot from Leary. Here comes Kevin Thomas Jr., the 56 car. Top 7 trying to pull away a little bit. Here goes Courtney to the bottom of Swanson. They race off at turn 2, and here goes a second place battle in turn 3.
Second place battle indeed in turn number 3. Here comes Chris Wyndham.
Whoa! Bad trouble in turn 4. Up into the fence goes David Byrne.
Boy, David Byrne, the Shullsburg, Wisconsin driver. You don't see that often in a Silver Crown car, Eric. And we're back to racing. Shane Cottle on the pedal. Jerry Coons Jr. hanging with him.
Into the corner they go, and Coons will tiptoe with his teammate Wyndham behind him into turns 1 and 2. Swanson peeking to the bottom side of the 63. Cottle gets away of the 81 car. Fourth place battle coming up. Here comes Leary on Swanson for the lead. Actually, for second, Wyndham. He almost did the 2-for-1 in turn 4.
Now Chris Wyndham with the slider there. Clean and green. Stays on the outside of Jerry Coons Jr. Rockets off the turn number 2. He's got second. One brushing the wall was that Sunshine.
That was Tyler Courtney who found the wall in the middle of 1 and 2 and lost 2 or 3 positions back near 10th spot. Grant got by him, so did Robbins. They're working on Brady Bacon for position. That's going to be for 7th on the front stretch.
CJ Leary also running on the ragged edge with Cody Swanson just tracking in his trail.
Chris Wyndham on the way in the 17, looking to end 2018 on a high note in the Crown Cars. Shane Cottle setting the pace in the hot rod race here tonight.
You know, Eric, your comment, riding and watching, can be apropos because that's what Cody Swanson will do when it comes to tire management. We'll see if he has something extra in the waiting stages of this event.
Thomas making gains on Leary for third. Here comes KT. Peeking to the bottom of Leary, and they've caught Coons for second. Three-way scramble for second, third, and fourth as they head to the backside of the track.
Boy, it looks like C.J. Leary may be a little quicker. Now, he dives down low, and Kevin Thomas is going to belt him. There's the slider, and Coons tries to fight off to the inside.
Man almighty, Leary and Coons with a dangerous ballet over the corner. Put C.J. Leary second. Now Thomas wants third as Coons tries to settle back in on the backstretch. Coons back to fourth. Thomas third, Leary second. Can they get to Cottle, your leader, this time by 16 complete?
Cottle getting up high at 4, and Thomas sneaking around both of them on the bottom. because here's where it's going to happen.
Here comes KT in the middle of the track. Leary says the time is now. He'll look for the lead in turn one. Slide it up on Cottle. Leary the leader. Here comes KT. Cottle turns it back to the bottom of Leary. Wheel to wheel into turn three.
Keep your eye on Kevin Thomas Jr. This may be the opening that he needs to get to the front.
3 wide for the lead.
Wow,
Patrick.
that's a drag race.
They are close. They are close. Cottle back to the lead.
How about that? Here is Thomas rooting on the bottom. Trying to get to the inside of Leary. Now he hits the loud pedal.
And he's got a chance to get to Cottle, who is still your leader. 19 to go if they get back. Look at these top three putting on a show here in the bewitching hour, and Thomas takes the lead. Thomas leads the left. Leary to the inside of Thomas. 3 deep for the lead again in 2.
Unconfirmed reports say Galen Fox just broke into a smile because there's his driver leading, but now he's got traffic to deal with. Looks like Buckwalter in front of him.
Oh, man, doubled up lap cars ahead of KT. Leary up top with the rubber band stretched as tight as he can with 18 laps to go here at the Big E. Leary with a big run up top, trying to tiptoe around the outside of Thomas. Cannot get there. But now those two run off from Cottle.
Kevin Thomas Jr. got a bite at just the right time there coming off at 2, or he was going to be a sitting duck. And here comes Leary again.
Half a car length advantage for Kevin Thomas Jr. at the line. Under 17 to go. Side by side for the lead off at 2. CJ Leary leads it off at 2. Thomas trying to keep it going on the inside. It's these front 3 trying to settle it amongst themselves here in this 50-lap main. 16 to go. Leary back to the lead in the 30 car.
Yeah, Cody Swanson's in the 4th position, but he's not close enough yet to be a factor. Leary gets off a 2 nicely that time.
Jason McDougall is in 5th, by the way, Pat, in that 9 car.
Wow, good call.
His crown debut here at the Big E. Leader Leary way up high, tickling the concrete off at turn 4. Trying to step ahead of Kevin Thomas Jr. Leary into the wall. Leary found the wall and won.
Man, and he kept going. Didn't cost him. Here comes KTJ.
Kevin Thomas Jr. takes advantage of the slip over the line by Leary in 3. But look at Leary pounding it back off at turn 4. Looking to take the lead back from Kevin Thomas Jr. 14 to go.
Kevin Thomas Jr. may want to get up there a little high and take that line away from Leary.
Thomas scoots away. He's in that same line that Cottle used to his advantage in the first half of this race. Maybe even a pinch lower in that 56. Kevin Thomas Jr. cruising, but now Leary relentless up top in that 30. 13 laps to go. Who's going to get lucky tonight here at 4 Crown? Here comes Leary again.
When Kevin Thomas Jr. finished second in Springfield, his spotter was Jason McDougall. And here comes McDougall now having a good run in the 5th spot.
There they come up on more lappers. Thomas has got to make the move, and he goes up high, a little higher to try and lap those cars. Leary stays on the pedal, goes to the right side for the move for the lead. Side by side down the backstretch. Leary back to the lead by an inch.
How good was that run on the wall? You talk about ripping the fence. That's exactly what Leary did there. Is it enough? We'll see.
Leary back to the lead. 10 to go next time by. In a barn burner here for the Silver Crown cars. Leary off the wall, gets sideways. Thomas makes a run. Leary back to the lead. Thomas with another run to the inside. Side by side coming to 10 to go.
You're not supposed to race this way in these cars, but that's exactly what they're doing.
10 to go, a dead heat at the line. Kevin Thomas Jr. led it by a wheel length as they go to 1. Leary back to the outside, back to the lead, off at 2. He slips high, though. He tickled the wall off at 2. That keeps Thomas close. More lappers on the way with 9 to go.
Tom Hansen keeps shaking that move over flag, but what are they going to do? They're all racing for position.
Those top 2 have raced away from Shane Cottle, who sits solidly in 3rd. Side by side, doubled up lap cars ahead of Leary and Thomas. Leary with the slight advantage on KT as they head to turn number 3. Coming up on Wellpot first. Wilson's there, so is Niemeyer in the Sweet 16. 8 to go. Leary with the edge through the first group of the lappers.
Absolutely. There was little room for Thomas, but somehow he's going to try to go right there and turn that big car.
And it didn't help him any. Leary holds the lead, and now he'll try and tiptoe through a couple more lappers. Thomas relentless in that middle side, just as Leary is relentless up high. As Leary hit the wall off at 2, Thomas trying to pounce again, coming to 5 to go. Oh, Leary off the wall.
Leary hits the wall again, and here comes KTJ.
5 to go, and Kevin Thomas Jr. is your new leader as C.J. Leary falls back. And now Thomas slides it, but gives back to Leary.
C.J. Leary is not going to go gently into that good night. He is going to fight every inch of the way. He's still running the rim.
My, oh my, watch Leary, so brave, so relentless in his pursuit of Thomas, who himself has been relentless, taking the lead. Under 4 to go, Leary again for the lead off at turn 2. Thomas holds on.
When Chuck Gurney drove for Junior Kurtz, we called him the Rim Rider. The Rim Rider tonight is C.J. Leary. The driver of the blue car is Kevin Thomas Jr.
Leary took the lead at the line by a wheel length. Thomas slides it into one,
Whoa.
shuts the door. Leary ran right through. C.J. Leary to the lead. He nicked the wall off at 2 again. Thomas still there, coming to 2 to go.
And look at all the traffic in front of him. Who's going to make the right decision? That could be the last turn of the last lap.
Leary got a little cattywampus in 4, holds the lead. Thomas back to the bottom in 1, slides it again. Leary holds on to the lead off at 2. Here come the lappers. A lap and a half to go.
Oh, they're right in front of him, folks. Come on, you got to be up for this. This is unbelievable. White flag will be out.
White flag, 1 to go. Leary with the nice edge into the lap traffic. Thomas again in the middle of 1. Tries to run it on Leary. 3 wide through the lappers. Leary gets away. Can he hold on?
Kevin Thomas Jr. is going to have to try to squeeze it in a hole that may not exist. Here he comes. He's going to try to do it. He'll hang it out, but no. C.J. Leary does it.
Leary wins it. Thomas second. What a race. Shane Cottle comes home in 3rd spot. 4th spot is going to go to Jason McDougal, who gets ahead of Swanson in the final 5 laps. And Cody Swanson rounds out your top 5 here tonight.